What is the return on investment for your clients? What are they getting from having worked with you? What's the end result that they're looking for? What's the takeaway here? And what emotional impact or life impact does that have on them? We're going to get into that in today's video. What's going on, you guys? Jeff Burlingame, professional mentor and sales specialist for Two Brain Business here. And you're watching this video on the Two Brain Business channel. If you're looking for more videos with actionable steps to help you move closer to personal wealth, be sure to subscribe, smash the like on this video, and ring that notification bell so you can see when we post more content. All right, you guys, you've probably heard of ROI or return on investment in the past. Here's how it pertains to a service-based industry. Actually, it could pertain in the same way to a product-based industry. Now, ROI does not always mean a return on investment in cash. We're not saying that if somebody does personal training with you for 2 years, they get cash for it. Now, it could help them with relationships, which could lead to networking, which could lead to a newer job, which could lead to a raise. So there could be cash involved there. But most of the time, what we're talking about here is the intangible ROI. So when I talk about return on investment, when it comes to you making a sale and helping a person, there needs to be an understanding of what the intangible ROI is. So in other words, if they sign up with you, what will they get? Is it as simple as weight loss? Is it a six-pack? Is it better nutrition habits? Is it better sleep? Is it simple stuff like that? Or could it be a sense of self-confidence, swagger that leads to them being able to, I don't know, get back out on the dating market, improve relationships in their lives, maybe just spend more time with their kids, maybe have the energy to play with their kids. So it's powerful moments that they're getting, right? Those are all part of that ROI. So to start this out, the first thing I want you to think about is this. What am I selling? Am I selling fitness? No, definitely not. Am I selling results? I mean, yeah, but like what results? Define it, refine it, dig deeper. What are you selling? Are you selling change? Are you selling motivation? What is it? I think if you start to dive into ROI and maybe even think towards, members you've had in the past, members you currently have, testimonials maybe you've gotten. If you haven't gotten them, you need to go get some. 60 to 90 second testimonial videos are amazing, especially for handling objections on potential new clients. Think about the people you've helped. What have they gained? How has their life changed? How has their life improved? What's new? What's different? How are they acting now versus then? If you're not sure, ask them. Sit down and talk about it. Buy them a coffee. Go into it. Mrs. Jones, if you don't mind me asking, and I'm not trying to pry here, I'm just very interested. How has your life changed since you achieved those fitness goals that we set out for you 3 years ago? Well, since I lost that weight, And this could lead to an epiphany for you, as it did for me. Because what I learned was it's not about fancy equipment. I don't need to do a gym tour because I'm not selling this equipment. I'm selling the changes that this person can go through within their own health and wellness. Imagine coming off of medications, saving money on those medications and removing side effects that you deal with because of them. Imagine improved sleep when you've been struggling with sleep for a long period of time. Imagine breaking a cycle of sleep apnea. Now you no longer have to sleep with a CPAP machine. This all can happen. A lot of these things are related to being overweight. So if I can reduce that weight, I can make those changes. How's that going to impact my life? Because you see, that ROI tends to boil down to this impact, and it's always going to be positive with this. You are having a powerful impact on this person's life. So again, I want to ask you, what are you selling? And how is it impacting this person that you're selling it to? You see, ROI can have a profound effect on sales. It can make selling easier. It makes it so that people are put in a position where they have a choice to buy rather than feeling like they're being sold to. If we can do a good enough job painting the picture and letting them know that on the other end of this process, of this journey, they're going to have this impact, this positive impact, this positive change in their life. If we can illustrate the ROI for them, it makes buying your services a no-brainer. Now, it might not eradicate all objections. Objections are just a natural part of the sales process, but I can assure you handling those objections is going to be much easier because they're going to want this. Because here's what the ROI equation kind of comes down to. If you can define an ROI for this person, if we can say on the other end of this, we're going to reduce weight, we're going to, potentially decrease our need for medication. We could have positive effects on our sleep. Maybe we get rid of sleep apnea, something like this. The way you want to think about that ROI, as you would with ROI in any situation. I mean, you guys are business owners, you get it. You look for ROI in many things that you do, or you should, if you're not currently. What this comes down to is, what's it worth? What is that ROI worth? Think of it this way. If the ROI was cash related, if I were to invest $1,000 into something, I would want to get more than $1,000 back. If I were to invest time, energy, effort, blood, sweat, tears into a training program for 2 years, I would want something more back. Let's think of a scenario here. Let's say that we have a client who is overweight, has bad knees and a bad back, and has been struggling with lower back pain for years. They have a couple of kids, but they're unable to pick up and hold their kids because it's too much pain on their back. Now, imagine that they go through a program with you, they lose weight, you help them strengthen their core, and they start to move better, which alleviates some of that knee pain and is able to reduce their lower back pain. They feel better, they move better, and now they get to do what? They get to pick up their kids. They get to play with their kids in a different way that they haven't, maybe ever. What is that moment worth? I'd say it's priceless. There is no amount of money that I can pin on that moment. And that is exactly how your potential client should feel about that too. And if they do, what makes you think that they're not going to be okay with spending $205 a month on this thing? Maybe even $800 a month, maybe $1,500 a month. It's much more reasonable in their head because on the other end, they know their return on that investment is huge. It's priceless. It's invaluable. It is something that they look forward to, that they want, that they maybe beyond want, that they desire. And that obviously makes a huge difference when it comes to selling. So make it easy on you, make it easy on them, help them visualize what this ROI is for them. And the only way you're going to do that, guess what, is by asking questions. I talk about this all the time on this channel. You need to ask more questions. Find out who this person is. What do they want? Why do they want it? That why is going to lead you to the ROI because you'll see why they're here in the first place. You'll see what they're striving for. All right, you guys, hopefully that was helpful for you. Go take that action, move yourself closer to personal wealth. Again, I've been Jeff Burlingame, professional mentor and sales specialist for Two Brain Business. If you want more content like this, be sure to subscribe, smash the like, and ring that notification bell so you can see when we drop more content. And I'll see you on the next video.